Hey guys, this is Garies. Welcome back to my gaming channel. We are once again back here in the modded Minecraft pack. So today we are continuing our Britannia little building downstairs, and we are going to build a timer and to have automation of mana. So I spent a little bit of time off cam. As you can see, there's a bunch of resources. I cleared out and I went to get more iron, and because you needed a bunch of iron for more pistons, made a bunch of pistons and so on. Okay, so now we need to start with a timer. So we did start that in the end of the last episode, but unfortunately we ran a little low, or ran a little behind time, out of time. So let's start that now. So I built this timer in the Minecraft Plus series. So as I showed you, it will go from one side to the other. Okay. So if we place a few more, come on. Okay. So as you can see, it doesn't want to do that. So if you place one or a redstone signal of any kind, either a torch or a switch or a lever or anything, and you place stuff in here, it won't go out. Okay, but it will go into it. So this one will go into this one, and as the signal grows stronger, we can compare that. So I'm actually explaining a little bit more what we're doing than we did in the last episode. So now this one is not sending any signal because it what do you call it, because this one is empty. Now this one has a full signal. So now what we want to do is we want to place a sticky piston right here. Okay, and we're also going to place one right here. Okay, so now I believe we can just do this. I can't remember. Oh no, we can't do that. So what we can do is put a repeater and then that. Okay, and same this side. Okay, so now everything will go from this side to that side, and once it's finished, it will push a piston that way, and then back and forth it goes. Okay, until it gets a signal, and this will fire the pistons that side. Okay, but if we do this, okay, so we just need to actually have more in here. I think a stack and a half is fine. So if we go in here, it will fire the pistons, but because of this signal, I believe this one won't put it into this dispenser. So we need to kill the signal after it fires so that it can put the item into the dispenser next to it. So as we built last time, we have a row of hoppers going into a row of droppers, or not dispensers, sorry, droppers, because it just drops it straight down, and that should be fine. But so now how we do that is, we also did this in a previous episode. We place a piston. Okay, before we do that, let's do this. I usually place this where I want to have redstone signals, or redstone contraptions. So we have that and a comparator. So this way. This just shows that we shouldn't, if we ever come from the bottom upward, because I don't use these blocks in any other building usually. So if we ever pillar back up from bottom upwards, and we see this smooth stones, then we know, listen, don't break it because there is redstone on it. Okay, so we'll do this, and this, and in this. Okay, so I believe this one should be a bit slower, so let me just break that one so that I show you. Actually, we can keep it because we'll hear the triggering in a second. Okay, let's just remove that. Okay, it's too slow. Okay, when what should happen is when it fires, it should send a signal through this block, and then when this one gets a signal, it will have a quick delay. It will disable this source. So this way we get a quick pulse, one by one. Let's see if we can check from there. Okay, this should be a good view. See, even though it sends a signal down the line, it's a little bit delayed, this one, so it will send a signal to the droppers before this piston fire, and the piston shaft here is not a full block, so it doesn't send a signal through. But for that split second of a tick before a signal goes to the piston, this repeater sends a signal through this solid block, firing it, and then it gets broken so that this hopper sends item to the droppers. So basically that's how it works. Okay, so we need to place that there and there. Okay, so that I believe is a minute's worth. So if we take one of these, I just want to do this. Okay, now all of them have some items in it, or in them. And as soon as that fires, okay, now we're going way over time. Okay, it's stopped. Actually, I should time this again. Oops, most of them come to me. So unfortunately, yeah. So that's how it will now produce mana. But the sticks is so quick. Maybe I should get away. I don't know. I don't know. But what I'll do is I'll drop. How many do we have here? 9 by 3 is 27. And we have 7 here. So it's 21. Yeah, so I'll put 3 stacks in each dropper quickly off cam, and then I'll bring you guys back and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, each dropper has a stack of logs, and this one now will have time to build up. And we have a full schedule. Okay, I actually put away all the stuff in my inventory. I should have kept one redstone. Redstone is over here. Okay, now let's remove the ring, otherwise it's going to pick up everything again. Just want to put it there. Oh yeah, it's empty, obviously. It drops. All of them gets picked up, so I think there should be 3 that doesn't burn. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and that's done already. Really? Let's go get our... That's quicker, much more quickly. Okay, that one is full. Okay, so some of these flowers still have some in. Okay, see, it just switched. So I believe we can take out a quarter stack. So I don't want it to last too long before it switches. Actually, I think half a stack is fine. So this one is empty, this one is now getting filled. Okay. See, that's full. Some of these flowers should be full as well. Ah, see, that one just had, we're just a little bit too late. Okay, it's emptying, it's emptying. It's empty. Okay, that's great. And that's logs. Logs burns the longest of all the items in here. So I do believe we don't have enough. So what I'll do is I'll put 4 more hoppers here with 4 more bonsai pots. And then we should fill this up much more quickly. So in order for it to fill these droppers quick enough, so I don't think it's quick enough. It fills. Okay, but that's a full-on automated mana production system. Okay, so I think we'll call it an episode here, because it's way too late to start anything new, so we'll start something new in the next episode. But for now, let's call it an episode. Thank you for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you're enjoying the automation. I like doing automated stuff as simple usually as possible. It might still look complicated, but there's usually much more complicated ways of going about. There's actually a complicated way of doing that resources distribution to the hoppers and droppers and stuff, which I don't want to do, so I'm just doing it like that, keeping it simple. But anyway, guys, let's call it an episode. Thank you once again for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate it a bunch. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!